Hey guys, Matt Bishop here. We are on the tour bus here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, outside the Sands Event Center. I'm here with Jacoby and Tobin from Papa Roach. What's going on, guys? Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.
It's good to be back.
We were just talking about that. You guys were here a couple years ago in Allentown. You and I got a chance to hang out and talk a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You guys are back on the road now. New record coming very soon.
Yeah,
how's the tour going?
Tour's been great so far. Very good. Shows are packing out. Crowds are great. Playing some new music, which is awesome. And we're just counting down the days, till this record comes out. Can't wait for the fans to hear the record in its entirety.
It's gotta be tough, you're waiting to get it at the merch booths, and you're waiting to really.
We've been waiting a long time for this one, actually. Because we started the recording process last year in February, and so it's we're almost coming up on a year when we actually started writing the record. So we've been patiently and excited, waiting, and really excited about it finally being released.
Yeah, the buzz is good around the record, though, man. We got a lot of really good reviews. Buzz is hot in the UK, which I'm stoked about. That's one of our just most rabid fan bases out of the UK, man. They've treated us so good there, and the buzz is popping off in the United States too, man. We just did a live broadcast from New York City last night on Sirius Octane, which was dope. They broadcast the whole live show, and Shanna Guns hit me up. She's all, dude, I'm watching all the socials, man. People are loving it, dude. They say you guys sound great live, da da da. That's where you got to come see us, man. That's where P. Roach shines.
You guys have always put on just an absolutely killer live show. I remember I saw you guys here. Now it just came to me here with Stone Sour.
Yeah.
A year or two ago.
Yeah,
and that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the first date of that tour was here, actually. And that tour was great for us as well, man. So it's cool to package up with bands that we respect.
But that tour was you guys, Stone Sour and Otherwise. Now this tour is you guys and Seether, King and Islander are on the bill too. I feel like so many rock and metal tours nowadays are a collective. It's almost like a mini festival, and it's you know what? Instead of trying to headline by ourselves, and let's just throw a bunch of people on the bill, play a bigger room, and let's really crank this thing up.
I mean, for us, it's about packaging up with our friends that we feel we can pack a house with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that rock and roll family. We stick together and we see the benefit of it. And we've known Seether for years and been friends with those guys. And so it's been super cool. It's all hugs backstage, you know what I'm saying? Their bass player, Dale, dude, cracks me up nightly. I'm like, give me a hug. I've got millions of hugs for you, Kobe. I love you, dude. That's why I love you.
Going back to the record, I know when we talked a couple years ago was when The Connection was coming out, and I asked you, what do you think of the album? You said right away, best album we've ever done.
Yeah, we topped it on this one.
That was my question.
Yeah. I'd say this, now we would say that this is the best record we've ever done. So, yeah, gotta get it, F.E.A.R.
Yeah, I think we were kind of circling in on, just a comfortable space for Papa Roach to live in when we're writing songs, and including elements of, some of the older material into what we were doing again on The Connection. And, it's kind of the experimental phase with that. And this record, F.E.A.R, it's just we knew what we were getting into when we were writing it. And I think I guess for us, just landing in that zone where we feel this is us firing on all cylinders, and listening back to it and hearing the production, it snaps off the hinges, man. It's real, it's rugged, it's raw, it's emotional, it takes you on a ride. It's not one-dimensional, but it all still feels like Papa Roach.
I think I really see what the creativity is going to be like for this album when I watched the first music video that you guys put out. It made our top 25 countdown for the best music videos of the year for 2014. Just visually epic. I mean, what is it like, kind of taking a song and breaking it down and just making this visual experience for it?
I mean, on the visual side, it's we try to make, on the musical side, it's we try to make the biggest music possible. You know what I'm saying? We used to call it Big Rock, now we call it Boulder. You know what I'm saying? We had a joke about that for a while. But it's to make something visually that matches the intensity and the energy of the music is always the goal. And this time around, I think we achieved it. You know, we went larger than life on this one, and you know, we got to partner up with Dodge and the Hellcat, feature that car in our video, and you know, that allowed us a bit of a bigger budget to make, you know, a bigger looking video. And it, you know, it's kind of fantastical, and it's got a little bit of like, you know, that kind of superhero edge to it. But I feel that was kind of the driving force behind that. I went out and meditated at the Red Rocks in Las Vegas when we were making the record, and that vision for the music video came to me there. And so, you know, the band entrusted me with that. So I did my best to deliver on that, and I think it's cool, man. It's definitely the energy of the performance is great from the band, but then also the energy of the story. You know, it all fits together really well, and you know,
it was a conscious thing that, you know, we wanted to do from the beginning. Jacoby said too, like right when we got in the studio, he's like, I really want to tie together with the video, the artwork, the album cover, the merch, everything have like this cohesive look, you know.
It's the first time we kind of approached it like that,
sure.
And it's cool, man. And it's it'll be fun to do it in the future as well. You know, just in different avenues. Maybe I'm not directing all the videos or whatever, but it's like for us to just kind of be hands-on with all the creative process and what's going on it's fun. You know, instead of just hiring outside people. I mean, we do like working with outside people, you know, but sometimes taking it in-house is what we need to do.
I really like the title of this record, Face Everything and Rise. I feel like going all the way back to the beginning, your lyrics, you know, songs like Scars and stuff, it's really, Papa Roach has been a band where you say to the fans, come with us. Whatever you're feeling, whether you're happy, sad, whether you're in pain, whether you want to celebrate, we got you. Our lyrics got you. You can cry with us, laugh with us, whatever. And I feel like this record it's another message for the fans to kind of, you know, face your fears and bring yourself out of the dark to the next level.
Yeah,
with
man.
Papa Roach will help you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just see the true value in music and the power in music. You know, especially in writing the record, the connection. I really just I tapped into that. You know, it was like music saved my ass. And so I wanted to pay respect to that, and when we wrote this record, in knowing that, and very purpose-driven in the writing process of this record, and it's definitely a record for everybody out there, because there's something in each song that I believe people can relate to, and I think that's what's important about Papa Roach. You know, it's like these guys write inspiring music, so it's like I gotta write inspired lyrics. You know, I just can't talk about this, that, and the other thing. It's got to be deep. It's got to be personal. And I think that's what the fans, you know, the sound of the music and that emotion in the lyric combined is what makes us who we are. And I think that's why fans identify and connect so deeply with us.
I would agree with that.
Can't argue.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that we didn't really like, you know, you don't think about it when you're first starting out. First couple of records we were just doing our thing, but then you realize when you get the feedback from the fans, you know, and you hear the stories, and it's like, you know, it just makes what we do have that much more purpose, you know what I mean? And I think that's what makes us special as a band and unique, you know, and that's why we have fucking diehard badass fans.
Yeah, I do, for real, diehards.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm one of them from way back in the day.
Oh man, that's dope.
Had to rush home from school, man, turn on TRL, see where Papa Roach was on the countdown. I miss those days, but that's a whole other fucking conversation. We got YouTube now, thank
That's right,
God.
baby. Yes, we do.
So when this tour wraps up, you guys got some big plans coming up for the spring. Rock on the Range, Rocklahoma, a lot of festivals going on.
Yep.
Finally,
America just has the big banging rock festivals,
Mhm.
all the great
Yeah.
bands, and it's like all over, and we're stoked to be a part of it and hang out with all of our friends, and you know, the camaraderie backstage with all the other bands, like it's just fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have a feeling this touring cycle for this record is going to be a blast.
Yeah.
We've got real good slots on the festivals too, which is awesome. And before that, we're going down to Australia, which we haven't been to for like 12 years. And we got great billing on those shows. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Soundwave,
it's like,
right?
Yeah,
You guys-
dude. It's
that's
like
right, they are
Slipknot,
doing
Marilyn Manson, Papa Roach, and then the rest of the bands. I'm like, dude, we got a great billing on that festival, so it's going to be dope, man. I think we're going to blow the hinges off Australia, and then we go to the UK as well before we do that spring run. So we're near a sold out tour in the UK, so it'll probably be sold out by the time we go there, that's awesome. We
Beautiful.
we got a rabid fan base over there in the UK, man. It's like we love going over there.
Nice. Good stuff. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking
cool.
the time.
Nice
It's
chatting
always
with
a
you, dude.
pleasure to sit down with you guys. Thank you so much. Papa Roach, ladies and gentlemen, they are out on tour right now with Seether, King, and Islander. Get your tickets while you can. And 6 days, January 27th, the new album, F.E.A.R, Face Everything and Rise from Papa Roach is out on 11/7 Music. Get it online. Go to your local record store, which would be
go to
even
your
better.
record store. Yeah, and we got it coming out on vinyl too. So